Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. I know it's been a while. I took a little bit of a break since the weather is getting nicer. I've really been enjoying the garden and being outdoors, but I am back this week with a video all about stinging nettle. So if you don't know anything about stinging nettle, it's basically like a wild plant, a wild weed that grows, and I actually grow it in my backyard, but you'd probably see it on your walks. You will find different varieties. So the different varieties, could look slightly different, but this is the one that is most commonly found, and there are so many health benefits to including stinging nettle in your diet. So as far as the look of the plant, you're going to see that the leaves are quite long. They actually got even longer after I taped this little clip for you. So the leaves get really big and they get quite long, and you'll see that they kind of have like a rigid edge to them, and that's how you can tell the difference between certain wild weeds. And you are going to see some like fine little hairs underneath the leaves. You're also going to see that on the stems, and that also tells you that it's stinging nettle. So if you wanted to test it, you can be really brave and you can touch it and see what happens. So you will probably get a rash all over your fingers, your arms. So when I harvest it, I always wear gloves. So this rash typically just lasts a couple of days. This is how I learned about stinging nettle. I thought it was a weed in my garden, and then my hand started swelling up and I was like, what the heck is this? And I went to a gardening group that's local in Toronto, and they said 100% that is stinging nettle that you have, but don't get rid of it. There are a lot of health benefits. So then I started researching all about stinging nettle and the benefits, and I decided to keep the plant and also start growing in other areas in my garden. So here you just see that I'm harvesting my plant. I'm only taking some so that I can make some tea for the next couple of days. And you can have it fresh, so you would just cut the tops. That's how I like to do it. I just cut the tops off of it and let it keep growing. Eventually I will harvest all of it, because the best time to harvest it is before 3 p.m. but also in the spring. So keep that in mind when you're harvesting your stinging nettle. You want to harvest it rather early. So yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm just clipping it, and then you can add it into some boiling water and then steep it for a few minutes, and then it's safe to be drinking. You won't have any of the reactions that you would get if you were just touching it with your bare hands. The boiling water takes care of that, and it's perfectly safe, and it's actually a really tasty tea. So I'm wearing gloves because I swell up. I cannot touch this plant at all. I know some people say that if you're touching it year after year, your hands get used to it, but I don't want to have swollen hands for a couple of days. So I use my rubber gloves, and I make sure that they are the ones that are a little bit higher, because there are shorter ones. I always pick the ones that are a little bit longer, because I've had leaves touch my wrist, and then that swells up as well. So I'm just making sure that I'm protecting my hands, and I'm harvesting it just like that. So I do dry it in the dehydrator and keep it so that I can drink it all year. And then also I usually just use it plain, just like this, just the way it is, and I pop it into the boiling water and I steep it, and it's so easy and delicious. So I'm just trying to show you guys the little furry spots underneath the leaves, but it's not really recording properly, but you get the idea. It has like a furry little edge underneath, and again the stems are furry as well, and then you have your stinging nettle. And that's pretty much it. So I just give it a quick rinse, and then I go ahead and use it for my tea. So let's go back to the health properties of stinging nettle, and this is what really brought me into wanting to grow more of it, because I couldn't believe it. It was endless. If you look it up, you are going to see so many people's stories about how stinging nettle changed their life and how it helped them. Everybody is different. It's going to work differently for all of us, but in general, these are the things that it helps with. So it's going to give you energy, lots of energy. And this is one of the things that got me right away, because I do need more energy because I work long hours and I'm finding it really difficult. So I needed something to boost my energy, and it definitely is helping. I see an improvement already, and I just started using it. So a lot of people will have it also to lower their blood pressure. A lot of people have it, this is a biggie also, for allergy relief and respiratory issues. People swear by it. They took tons of, allergy pills and went to allergists and nobody could help them. And then they had stinging nettle and they just drink a couple cups a day, and then their allergies are totally manageable. And, basically it's been a lifesaver for them. So like I said earlier, it's loaded with so many nutrients. If you look it up, you will be amazed. But just to, quickly add a few more in, it has a vitamin C, has B vitamins, vitamin K. It's got a lot of calcium, so people with bone issues saying helps them tremendously. It's known as a superfood. It detoxifies the body. It lowers blood pressure. People that have blood pressure issues swear by stinging nettle. People with arthritis say that they can't live without stinging nettle. That helps them tremendously. It controls blood sugar, and it's also known for speeding up wound healing. So as you can see, I can go on and on about all the benefits. I would say as well, before you start having anything, it's probably best that you do your own research. I don't know what your health issues are, so you want to make sure that it's safe for you. Since we are all different, maybe there's something going on with your health, that maybe stinging nettle is not good for you. We don't know. They say that you shouldn't have more than 3 cups because it is, I guess, getting into the unsafe zone after 3 cups because it is quite strong. We don't want to exceed 3 cups a day. But again, you can do your own research, and if you have any health issues that are pre-existing, please make sure before you try anything, not just stinging nettle, before you try anything new in your diet. So I steep my tea for at least 5 minutes, and then once it's got a nice color to it, then I go ahead and have it. If you wanted to, you can add a sweetener if you prefer, but I just drink it just like this, and the taste is really, really nice. I am getting my taste back. For those of you that have been asking, since COVID in January, I lost all my taste buds, which also hindered me putting up videos, because if I can't taste food, how can I cook for you guys? But it is coming back, and I'm so excited because I could even taste the stinging nettle tea. So super happy about that. And yeah, this is just how easy it is. And then you go ahead and drink a few cups a day. It's so soothing and calming, and the flavor is very light and delicious. So on this day, I just had my cup of tea right where I was doing my morning intention and ritual. This is something that I have started a while back, probably many months now. And I just pick one and do it, and also do some meditation and just quiet journaling. And so I've been finding this book very helpful. I found it on Amazon, and it was a really, really good buy. And I would highly recommend it to anybody who wants to start a health and wellness routine and just implement some more meditation in their life, and some quick and easy rituals and they break it down for different sections. If you wanted like health and vitality, if you wanted something to do with relationships, there's different topics in that book. Again, I'm not affiliated with them. I just find it very helpful. So I have my incense going, and I'm just going to quietly have my tea, relax, do my quiet journaling and my meditation, and start my day off right. On my days off, I really try to focus on these morning rituals, since I work really long hours, and it is a pretty negative state of being on a normal basis. On my days off, I try to focus on my health, my wellness, and just trying to take it easy, do things slowly, and implement all these rituals that I find just so helpful to keep propelling me forward. Okay guys, so I've rambled enough. I know some people are going to be like, you talk too much in the video. Sorry, I just had to explain things thoroughly. But anyway, thanks so much for being here. If you lasted this long into the video, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so that you don't miss any upcoming content and health and wellness videos, tips, and quick and easy healthy recipes. I have a lot of quick and easy recipes coming up for the summer, and I'm also going to be traveling, so I will take you guys along with me on that trip. So take care everyone, stay healthy, thanks for being here.